let's talk belt bags. Now, I know that I probably have more belt bags than a normal human being should, and I happen to be in the possession of 3 black belt bags. My black belt bags all come from different designers. They have different price points, and I think that they have different advantages and disadvantages. So today I'm just going to show you all 3 in case you're in the market for a black belt bag, because they're very useful. I use all 3, and you might just need 1. So pros, cons, and just how I use these guys. I'm going to start in the order from which I purchased these bags. The first black belt bag that I got was this Louis Vuitton Empreinte leather black belt bag. Now this one is no longer for sale. You can get this on the resale market, but it's going to cost you a pretty penny, all right? This bag is a little bit smaller than, well, it's actually quite significantly smaller than the original Louis Vuitton belt bag. And when they first came out with this, they came out with it in cream and black. Now, I don't know how this compares to the high-rise belt bag because I don't own that bag. It's on my wish list, but I don't currently own the bag myself. So it is smaller, but it's comparable in size to the other 2 that I have. So this was the first one I purchased. I'm just going to put it off to the side. We'll see what fits, pros and cons, in just a second. The second bag that I purchased was the Lululemon belt bag. This was the 2-liter version of the belt bag. This bag is still for sale. It is well under $100. I would like to say it's under 50, but probably with tax, it's not. I think it retails for about 48. This is the 2-liter because I just prefer the 2-liter as opposed to the 1-liter. But they also make this in the 1-liter. I don't own it because if you have 3 belt bags in black, do you really need 4? No, I have more than 3 belt bags. I just want to put that out there, but I don't have more than 3 in black. All right, so the final one that I purchased is the YSL belt bag. Now this has turned out to be a better bag than I had ever imagined. I saw it on the website. I wasn't too sure about it. I love it. It's very squishy, and this is the latest one in my collection. I do believe that I did a review on this a few weeks ago. So 3 belt bags. They all are roughly the same size, and I'll just share with you a little bit how I use these bags when I use them. Obviously, the fanciest and the most decadent of all of them is the Louis Vuitton. I love this bag because it does have this, I think it's a microfiber lining on the inside. It has the logos, but it's not too in your face. You have the gold hardware, the wonderful Louis Vuitton zippers, and in the back you do have this extra pocket here, also with the microfiber lining. This bag is amazing. Now, at my current size, I will say I cannot wear the Louis Vuitton belt bag as an actual belt bag. I believe I heard someone say that it goes down to roughly like a 26-inch waist. So if you're 26 and higher, I think you could pull this off. My waist measures in at like 22.5 to 23. So I know that that doesn't sound like it's enough of a significant difference that it just looks awkward and it doesn't stay and it doesn't look right. So if you are a petite individual, you can't wear this as an actual bum bag. You also have the handle on the top, which out of all of these, this is the only one that has that handle, even though I do traditionally wear it as a belt bag, not as a like crossbody belt bag. I have used it as a top handle, just kind of putting it over my wrist, just kind of like that, ever so slightly, and probably only in cases of emergency. So let me just share with you what fits in this bag real quick, and we'll see if the same amount fits in all of the bags. Now, if I had to guess, I don't have the measurements right in front of me, and sometimes measurements don't give me a really clear idea of what I'm looking at. But if I had to guess, I'm going to say that this is the smallest out of all of these. And my essentials obviously are going to be different than somebody else's essentials. My essentials consist of a mini pochette, always, and a plus size phone, along with sunglasses. Like, those are the 3 things that I have to have with me at all times. Like, I will give up on anything else. I will hand off anything else, but I will not give up on those things. So the very first thing that I'm going to put in there is my mini pochette. My keys are in the mini pochette. If you've watched some of my other videos, I think I've said this before. I've kind of given up on the 6 key ring holder. My keys are in here. They are not going to scratch anything. They're not going to scratch my bag because they're in here, along with medication, makeup, Band-Aids, extra cards that I don't necessarily need on the daily. All that fun stuff is in here. So here we go. Mini pochette. There's no back pocket here. The only other pocket is, like I said, right here on the rear of the bag. Okay, so there is the mini pochette. Today I have my little key clay with me. Sometimes this would be a card holder. I really go between a key clay and a card holder. I do have the card coin holder from the men's collection that I use if I have like a lot of, like if I'm going somewhere where we need an extra card and I need to pull it in and out quickly and I'm going to keep receipts. Also, I have a Rosalie coin purse. I have a few other like smaller wallets, but traditionally what I use is either the key pouch or a card holder. So those two things are fitting right now. And then finally, I have my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Although hopefully by the end of the day, this will be a 15 Pro Max, which I hear is slightly, not smaller, but more compact. So we'll have to do a comparison on that. And I'm gonna put it in the very back, just like that. So those 3 things fit quite easily. Here are my sunglasses. I don't have a case on them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. In this case, I do not. I have my hand sanitizer. I don't really like this one. It just happened to be the one that I had with me. I would much prefer the Bath & Body Works ones because I feel like they do fit into these bags a little bit better. This one is long and thin, and I get that, and people claim it's the smallest. I don't think it is the smallest, quite honestly. And I do not keep that in my mini pochette. That's not, I know people like, mini pochette's almost like a surrogate wallet, but now that's in there as well. We got some hand cream. I'm gonna put that on the side. AirPods, lip balm, and a MAC lipstick. And there it all fits in there quite nicely. Now the one thing that if you are not familiar with bum bags, when you put them on and they sit across your body, sometimes you lose space. This one I have set at a larger setting because I had a sweater or something on with it the last time I wore it, and so that takes up a little bit more room. I didn't put anything in that back pocket, but if you would like to see, my phone does fit. Just remember when you put stuff in the back pocket, it does take away from what you can put in the front. So it's not like you can load up the back pocket and then have equal amounts of room in the front. So you do have to kind of go in at an angle there. You will see. And it does fit. You have to have a slim case on it, but it does fit. There you go. There is the phone in the back pocket and everything else in the front. See how it just kind of pushed everything forward? Again, when you're using belt bags, sometimes when you're wearing them across your body, you will find that things tend to tip out. So that is the reason I like the mini pochette. I have eyeliners in there, lip liners, all of the liners, eyebrows. Honestly, like if I don't know, one of the elderly people in my life gets rushed to the hospital in the middle of the night and I'm feeling particularly down and I just want to spruce myself up with some makeup, I have a full face of makeup in this bag. That's really scary, but every single thing that I normally wear is in this bag. So there we go, all together. Let's see. I'm getting 2 flashing lights on my camera. I don't really know what's going on there. I'm gonna take it all out. And like I said, this is the dressiest of all of the bags. So this is the one that I would take. I mean, I've taken it to the pumpkin patch. I've taken it random places and it's not gotten messed up or anything, but I would just, for what you're gonna have to pay for it now, you know. Let's see if everything that I put in that bag now fits in the YSL. This is my in-between. This one retails for roughly $1,000, which is, again, extremely expensive, but at the same time, this is a luxury bag. It has the clear YSL logo on the front. It is extremely smushy. There is no zipper on the back. And inside you have one long pocket and then 3 card slots right there in the front, neither of which I use. Just want to put that out there. So we got the mini pochette. That's going to go in first. I'm going to take my wallet, place that in. I've got my phone. It can go in the back, but not in the pocket. It doesn't really fit in the pocket. The lotion, the AirPods, the hand sanitizer, the lip balm, the lipstick, and the sunglasses. And yet again, this one has one zipper, again, that goes from side to side. The only thing I notice about this, you see the zipper right there? It does kind of get caught every now and again. You just have to kind of flip it around. All right, so there you go, and it sits like this. Again, when you open it, you are running that risk. You notice the lip balm is sitting right here on the top, that it could kind of flop out. It's just really smushy. Just know that it's really smushy. But I do love this bag, and it's such a great in-between. It's the best in-between. It's extremely lightweight. I adore this bag, and I'm so glad that I added it to my collection. Now, finally, we have the 2 liter. So everything fits. Everything fits the same in both of those bags. Finally, we have the Everywhere belt bag in, I don't know what this is, nylon? It's a nylon belt bag. And it does have a back pocket. Oh, I have wet wipes. I have wet wipes in the back pocket. I've never tried to put my phone in this back pocket. I don't know why. I just haven't. On the inside, it has a mesh pocket in the back, and then it has 2 mesh pockets in the front. I am not a fan of these mesh pockets. I don't use pockets that are in bags because I do have the mini pochette, and I feel like they get in the way, and they just get in my way. I don't like them. So yet again, we're gonna take everything out of my YSL bag, and we're now going to place it in the, there we go. We are now going to place it in the Lululemon. This one I use for anything that could get dirty or messy. We went to the aquarium. And there was this, they have like a pet the stingray and pet the sharks kind of exhibit. And I went to pet a stingray, and the bag fell in the water. Like, not fell in, it was still attached to me, but it came around in the front and it dipped in the water, and it is waterproof. So if it's raining outside, or you're going into a sketchy neighborhood, you're going to an amusement park, you're going to the aquarium, this is the bag that I would definitely take with me. I feel like that this is a very all-weather. Again, it's very lightweight, but this is not a bag that I would take to work. This is not a bag I would take shopping. This is just a run around kind of a bag, or I know I'm going to be in a situation where it could get dirty or messy. So we've got the mini pochettes. I'm not going to put the wet wipes in because obviously I didn't have them in the other ones, although I'm pretty sure they could fit. And we have everything, the hand sanitizer. Again, I'm not utilizing those pockets at all because I just don't like them. I just don't like the pockets. And this is actually the largest out of all of the bags because there's everything in there and it fits quite well. Very, very comfortable in this bag. So I think if you're entering the world of belt bags, before you invest in something, relatively expensive, even the YSL, I would invest in the Lululemon one just to get a sense or an idea if you like this particular style. And this comes in many different colors. You don't have to get black. I just happen to get black because it goes with everything. Probably should have gotten a different color because I had 2 already. But that being said, this is a good way to start out. This is your best option for luxury belt bags. Because the Louis Vuitton one isn't sold anymore, I would say that this is the best option for all of your, anyone that's like, I really want to elevate the look of a casual outfit. This is super casual. Everybody has this. If you live in SoCal, every single mom has this. It is very basic, but it's practical and it's great for what it is. But if you wanted to elevate that style and have something that's in the similar range, but then a little bit different, I mean, this is perfect. This is great. And you know, not everyone carries a mini pochette, so if you didn't carry that, potentially you would have more room unless you carried a really big wallet. This is a great alternative. If you love belt bags and you didn't jump on the whole belt bag boat back when this was being sold, you can find it on the pre-loved market. But even then, I might hesitate, just knowing Louis Vuitton had the original bum bag, and then they took it away and they came out with the high-rise bum bag and the mini bum bag. I don't know about that one. That one doesn't even seem like a belt bag. Never mind. Totally off topic. Not even what I was trying to say. But knowing that they come out with things, you know, first in monogram, then in empreinte, there's always a chance that the high-rise belt bag might come back in empreinte. Like, I could see them doing that a year from now, just seeing how very popular the high-rise bum bag is and how the original bum bag was. I could see them coming out with an empreinte version of it. So instead of spending $4,000 on this on the used market, maybe wait and see, because right now I think this is the only color they really have on the used market. And so potentially you could get this in, well, they might come back out with the cream, I would assume, because that was a pretty popular color when this one came out. So maybe hold off on this one and placate yourself with this one. You don't need both. I need both because I just love them, but you don't need both. And so when we look at all three of them really are holding the same amount of stuff. So if you get this one and you try it out and you like it, I'm fairly certain you're gonna love this one as well. And I wish I had a high-rise bum bag so that I could look at it and see if maybe that would also be comparable, but I don't have that. So out of the three, which one do I recommend the most? I recommend this one. It's in the middle. It still has that luxury vibe. It's casual, but it's not too casual. I think it'll dress up any outfit. It's extremely easy to wear. If you put it on the very last hole, you could wear it as a bum bag, even at my size. I have it, I think, on the third to last hole or second to last hole to go crossbody. It's lightweight. It's waterproof. It's leather. You know, it's all real leather, so it's waterproof. It's a pebbled leather. It's not going to get scratched. I think there's a lambskin version of this on the website. That one I would maybe not go for because I feel like lambskin would get scratched fairly easily, whereas the pebbled leather is really durable. This thing, I've used this for like a week straight and it's been fine. I was going to say that there was a spot, but there's not. There's not. This is a great buy. But again, I would probably start out with this one.